Recently, I had the opportunity to try the quality of the iPad 10, a mid-range tablet, which proved to be a good device, but unfortunately, it is positioned in a price range that may not be accessible to everyone. Aware of the importance of offering cheaper alternatives, but with probable sacrifices in performance and functionality, I wanted to try the cheapest iPad available in the Apple Store, namely iPad 9. My curiosity and skepticism led me to explore what this cheap tablet was actually capable of doing and who it could be useful for. With the concern that being a low-cost device, it could limit itself to simpler operations, preventing normal use and the management of more demanding tasks. Aesthetically, the shapes of the iPad 9 are very similar to the first models. In fact, it looks like a copy and paste of my old 6th generation iPad. Something that initially aroused my perplexity, which could have deceived my mind into considering it as something obsolete, not powerful, and unreliable. However, despite the lack of innovation in design, the materials used are of good quality, giving the tablet adequate robustness. Despite its appearance, the lightweight makes the management and transport of the device simple and easy, both at home, in the office, or at school. The large frames around the display immediately catch the eye. Now no longer fashionable in new devices, but in their defense they contribute to a firm grip with the fingers without compromising the view, helping us to handle it with ease. A positive aspect is the presence of the charger inside the package, a detail that I appreciated, even if the Lightning port remains unchanged, so not Type-C as for the new models, forcing us to still have various cables in the drawer. Reassuring is having the large Touch ID button, a return to the old times, which works well for unlocking via fingerprints, for purchases, or returning to the main screen. We also have the presence of the jack for wired headphones, something that I no longer use, but that allow us to listen to the audio at a higher level. Yes, because the configuration of the iPad 9 consists of 2 speakers positioned only on one side, releasing an audio of decent quality, allowing us to listen to our favorite music or any multimedia content in peace. However, I must say that the sound, in my opinion, is not so high as to involve me completely. For this reason, for a more immersive listening experience, I recommend the use of headphones as they greatly contribute to improving the sound quality and creating a more satisfying involvement.
We believe that life could only exist on the surface of our planet.
What is that?
This is certainly also thanks to the quality of the display, which has a high definition with bright and vivid colors together with the brightness that reaches a maximum peak of 500 nits, allowing you to use it easily even in outdoor environments. To give you an idea, the display of the MacBook Air M2 has the same maximum brightness. Moreover, with its 10.2-inch size, everything blossoms for the better, giving us a good freedom of movement, allowing us to perform any activity with the same satisfaction as more expensive devices. In addition, there are functions such as True Tone, Night Shift, and Dark Mode, which allow us to protect our eyesight and work for long periods without straining our eyes, both day and night. The only negative note is that the glass of the display pronounces the mirror effect, which in certain angles and light points can disturb us a little, but nothing compromising. In fact, the user experience remains satisfying in displaying any type of image, photo, or video. And surely this is strongly influenced by its A13 Bionic processor. To give you an idea, it is the previous one used by my iPhone 12 Pro. This processor surprised me as it is able to effectively handle workloads and ensure remarkable fluidity in the use of the tablet. Most of the apps run smoothly on the iPad 9, allowing us to fully exploit its features without major compromises. In these days, I have been able to manage my emails and my related accounts with great ease, as well as the same in using PDF documents with fast and immediate uploads, as well as in the use of spreadsheets, writing programs such as Microsoft Word, Excel, or Pages of Apple. We can say that the iPad 9 becomes a sort of larger iPhone, giving us the possibility to expand the use in the Apple ecosystem. We certainly cannot expect to power with speed at the levels of a latest generation iPhone Pro. This is because, although the tablet handles common applications well, it cannot keep up with intensive applications such as editing or advanced gaming. In fact, I tried various titles available in the Apple Store, and I noticed that in the most demanding games the iPad 9 starts to struggle, sometimes forcing us to lower the quality of the graphics and, in some cases, still encountering annoying slowdowns. However, I would say that this is understandable. For the price offered, we cannot expect great works. Even if always in the gaming department, it still manages to entertain us naturally on simple and less demanding titles. To complete the experience of the iPad 9, there is the advantage of receiving Apple's annual updates, such as the latest version of iPadOS 17. I was able to take full advantage of all the new features, including the customization of the lock screen and the interactive widgets. Most of the features designed for the new iPads are also available on this model, with the remarkable advantage that the operating system does not weigh down the device, remaining fluid and enriching its functionality. I especially love using the continuity function to work in sync with my Mac, as well as the option to connect an external keyboard for a more comfortable writing experience. To further increase the practicality and functionality of the iPad 9, we can always rely on the Apple Pencil. I want to keep in mind that on this model it is compatible only with the first generation of the Apple Pencil and not the new model with USB-C connector. But that for art lovers and for those who have the desire or the skills, it allows you to unleash your artistic creativity without particular compromises, making you have fun and create something of your own and meaningful. Moreover, the Apple Pencil remains an excellent accessory for taking notes, writing texts in applications such as GoodNotes or Notion, thus contributing to professional use for managing school subjects or in the work environment, such as compiling documents or digital signatures. To help us are also the two cameras present, which allow us to make video calls or take photos of our documents with great simplicity. Beyond this, I would not go further because their definition and minimum, and to have a clean shot we need a lot of light. As you can see, the remarkable qualities of the iPad 9 allow us to range and indulge in each of its functionality, offering us infinite combinations of use. To support all this, we are met by its good autonomy. In fact, in these days of intensive use, it never left me and made me conclude a dignified day and, in some cases, left me extra energy for the following day, especially if my use was not burdened by high-consumption applications, such as video games. The last aspect to consider before arriving at the conclusions is the availability of the minimum memory cut at 64 gigabytes. Evaluating whether this capacity is sufficient or not, I think it is a subjective opinion and that it depends on personal needs. However, from my experience, with 64 gigabytes I was able to install all the apps of my interest, including some games, allowing me to use the device fully without significant compromises. By pairing the iPad with Apple's cloud services, Google Drive, or your favorite, you can access all the desired files without worries. Of course, if the space should prove insufficient to handle more numerous files, considering a higher memory cut could become a necessity. In conclusion, the iPad 9 shows remarkable potential, offering features that allow you to have a versatile, technological, and reliable device with the Apple brand at an affordable cost. It is an ideal solution for those looking for a tablet capable of meeting basic needs, such as video viewing, social media use, email management, and writing. However, I want to consider it a basic model. The iPad 9 is mainly suitable for basic-level operations. A more powerful processor would certainly have provided more power, allowing you to make the most of the most demanding applications or enjoy more advanced games. Ultimately, the iPad 9 is a valid tablet with some compromises, but it is certainly a useful option for those who want a quality product at a low price. And what do you think? That's all for this video. If you liked it, leave a free like and subscribe to the channel for future tech updates. See you next time.